Hey everyone, HFX here from Sigma Ranch. It's been a while since I made a video, so I figured I'd start with some short form content. Currently live from the rink here where my kid is having hockey practice. So I'm going to kind of go over the top 3 things that I'm prepping for this year. Obviously, we're 19 days into 2025 and it's been quite a start to the year. We've had some wildfires in California. The TikTok ban just took place in the United States. Still available from here in Canada, but don't know what that platform looks like going forward. So I think I'll go over my top 3 and then I'll kind of go into a little bit more detail. So I would say the top one would be political instability. Then it's going to be financial instability, and finally natural disasters. Because really, natural disasters don't care what's happening in the world. They're gonna do their own thing anyway. So for the first one, political instability, the Canadian government here collapsed. I think a week or two ago. Right now, the Liberals have prorogued Parliament until sometime in March, which means that basically nothing could happen. Our government's dead in the water. They can't pass any new laws. There may be some hope. It looks like the Supreme Court of Canada may be shortening the proroguing of Parliament to deal with the threat of the 25% tariffs from incoming President-elect Trump, who's set to take office tomorrow on January 20th during the inauguration there. So we'll see what happens. I think there's 2 front runners for the Liberal Party here in Canada, Christina Freeland and Mark Carney. Mark Carney, former Bank of Canada governor, and Christina Freeland, former finance minister and deputy prime minister, who recently left the Trudeau caucus. So I think political instability is a big thing here in Canada, especially with the incoming Trump administration. There's been talks of taking Greenland by force, taking Panama by force, and then there's also been taking Canada, not by force, not by military force, but through economic coercion. So we'll see how that goes. Trump said he's going to put in 25% tariffs across the board through an executive order on Monday, the 20th, after he takes office. So we'll see what that looks like. I don't know if it's an empty threat. I don't know if it's a bargaining chip. We'll just have to wait and see what effects it has on the Canadian economy and the Canadian political landscape. Next one is economic insecurity. So to me, this has to deal with, the Canadian dollar has been in a free fall for a few weeks now. Obviously, the political instability we're experiencing is causing economic woes. So to me, this is just really make sure you have your financial affairs in order. Try to pay down any debt. Try to get rid of that debt, especially where we have higher interests. Still a lot of mortgages in Canada that are due for renewal. Rates have come down. They're still high compared to where those mortgages were. A lot of these mortgages that are set to renew this year were like 1 or 2%. Now they're renewing into the 4 to 5% range. Canadians are carrying the highest amount of credit card debt in history, I believe, and we're seeing increasing amounts of delinquency with this debt as well, so that's a big concern. So to me, this is just, try to put your money in things that are a hedge against inflation, things like gold, silver, precious metals. I have quite a bit invested in TFSAs, in ETFs, high dividend funds, things that are of a lower risk. Crypto is a good place as well, a good place to hedge your money against inflation. Just make sure you have a diversified portfolio, but make sure you're paying down your debt as well. So that would be my mitigation strategy for number 2. Mitigation strategy for number 1, if I can go back to it. Listen, there's nothing I can do about the political situation. Just have to write it out. But that is going to have lasting effects on a number of other things in our lives. So that's number 1 and 2. Number 3 for natural disasters. The California wildfires are a really good example of what can go wrong will go wrong, right? So for me, where I live on the east coast of Canada, wildfires are a thing. 2 years ago, we had some of the most devastating wildfires that the region has ever experienced. I fear that those things with climate change, whether you're a believer or not, those things are going to continue to happen. They're going to happen more often, more frequently, and they're going to be, they're just going to be a lot worse. We also have the looming threat of hurricanes here, so the season typically runs a few months. So yeah, those are my top 3. So political instability, financial instability, and natural disasters. So with that said, leave a comment below as to what you're prepping for this year. And as always, if you liked the video, please like and share and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.